It wasn't like the description of Saul, right? King Saul.
Right. Yeah.
So really, it's a statement of deeply passionate relationship that exists in the Trinity.
Right. His affection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jesus culminates this for us. So now we employ this language, John 15:9, right? As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. That's that love.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, my conclusion there is this is why we employ this language. And I'm perfectly okay with employing the language. I am just so in love with Jesus. I'm insanely in love with him. I think that that's good. And you can say those things and it not have any sexual context at all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, the scriptures you're reading, of course, there's no one would have some problem with God saying what God has said. Nobody's going to say, well, he shouldn't have said that. That
Right.
he was being weird.
Right.
Nobody's going to say that. But how are we going to hear it? How are we going to hear what God is saying and interpret it and those things? That's the problem. And I agree with you. I think most of it's just cultural. I think we, as a culture, we are so hypersexualized and we're so nervous about being creepy, and crossing boundaries and stepping on toes and offending and all that stuff. Like, as you said, the farther east you go, well, you can go. So you lived in Africa where this is very normal. I lived in Thailand where nobody, you wouldn't even talk like that to your wife. It's
Really? Okay.
yeah, they're just not as comfortable with bearing their emotions and things like that.